The life of a true medieval adventurer isn't always about winning epic battles, saving damsels in distress, and forging your own destiny. Sometimes it's about fumbling for corpses, in a pile of shit, behind the Bellani Tavern at 7 AM. How did some of you not know that was me? Call yourself fans of this franchise and you didn't know that was Hans Capon narrating the gameplay? What is wrong with you guys? This has been an absolutely unbelievable week for the Kingdom Come Deliverance saga. We've had an unbelievable teaser given at Gamescom on opening night. Then we have the gameplay showcase, which is a 25-minute long segment of gameplay for the fans to see. And then also all the big KCD content creators have finally been allowed to release the footage that they caught in Cuttenberg with Toby. So you've probably felt like you've been slapped in the face with a big wet fish of KCD content every day. And quite bloody rightly, it's the greatest franchise of all time. So why don't we have a look at some things that happened this week? Let's have a look at some of the training with Hans here. You know, people often ask me, is it weird seeing yourself in the game? Yeah. Yeah, it is. I want you to put yourself in my mindset here. I'm fighting with myself, hearing myself say things like,
"Weren't expecting that, were you?"
It never stops being weird. I sort of got used to it, and then it got weird again. But can we not appreciate how much better this looks from the first game? I mean, it's just insane. Now, I'm not a game developer, but I am a filmmaker, and I'm always looking at things visually with a very, very harsh critical eye, and I'm just blown away by how this looks. This is the step up in quality is just insane. And I remember seeing like an early development cutscene that I can't disclose what's going on in that cutscene, but it's of Hans and Henry, and they showed us probably a year into the process after shooting the mocap. And they showed it us on a big screen in the mocap studio, and Hans had weird hair, like a kind of like a monk, and it was red. So they were like, "Don't worry about that. That will change." I was like, "Good." And they were like, "We're showing you the most polished scene that we have at this stage," and this will have been maybe 2 years ago, I think. And I was blown away then. And the thing that struck me was the fact that my facial expressions that I had used in the shots were on the screen. And I was like, that wasn't the case in the first game. We didn't wear any headgear in the first game. And you see it now. And you see every little thing that I do. Every little thing that you're seeing is what I did on the day in the motion capture studio. And I'm just like, wow. Wow. It's insane. Because as actors, we care about this shit. We care that it feels real. And it was a bit disappointing with the first game that everything facially that I didn't matter. Like, look at this frame here and look how unsure and unsettled Hans looks. And then look at this frame here, how proud and smug he looks. That was me. That wasn't added in post. That was just what I did. But you have to understand, I haven't played the game at all. I don't know what 90% of the cutscenes look like at this point. And when the game comes out, I'll be playing it along with you for the first time, having no idea what the performance that I and Tom and all the other actors gave looks like. And it's going to be a real shock, and it's going to be a surprise for me as well. And I'm honestly could not be more excited. So I hope you'll join me when I'm streaming the game in February. It's going to be mad. It's going to be mad. I also want to say a really big thank you to all the content creators who are covering the game this week, before, and will continue to do so, because I watch everything you fuckers make. Even the smaller content creators who don't have a great deal of subscribers, I like, I subscribe, I follow, I comment. I'm your fan. I'm your fan as much as you are a fan of this game. But I do just want to share some of my favorite moments from the content creators this week who have reacted to the gameplay.
Feel quite hungry.
That was the bestest battle cry in the history of the universe.
Lena is, like, honestly, when I watch Lena review content or whatever it is, the joy that she exudes is just like, it's second to none. it's so infectious. I absolutely love it. Go and follow that girl.
It's moving over there.
Behind the Bellani Tavern at 7 a.m.
Who's done the commentary for this? Whoever is brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant.
Thank you very much.
It's absolutely brutal. We were having a fist fight start with, and now we've just pushed a sword through his throat. Henry!
Some cute little bunnies. That a bunch of devs had the tattoos of those bunnies, and that was very cute. It just makes me like the game even more.
That's gorgeous. Oh my god. Yeah, Benjamin! Okay, graphically, holy shit, that's amazing.
Oh god. Watching Roxy, honestly, sometimes I tear up. I actually tear up because the passion and the, you know, I think this game was such a big deal to Roxy, and yeah, it's beautiful, and her excitement is shared by me as well. When she sees the game for the first time like that, it's kind of how I feel all the time. So yeah, I get really emotional watching Roxy sometimes. Look, there were tons of people that covered the game. I can't go through every single one of them, but I just want to say thank you to all of you, because you make my life so much more rich and fun. And I've really enjoyed seeing people's reactions, and the love for my character, Tom's character. It's just, I'm speechless. I'm speechless. I'm now going to leave you with a poem, because why the fuck not? In Bohemia's hills, where shadows play, a lordly knight rose with the day. Hans Capon, bold and full of grace, with noble blood and youthful face. His lands were rich, his title grand, but peace was torn from his fair land. As armies clashed and honour waned, a kingdom's fate in blood was stained. Yet Capon, though of gentle birth, knew well the trials of this earth. He donned his mail and took his sword to fight for justice, not reward. Through forests deep and valleys wide, with steadfast heart, he did not hide. For though his path was fraught with fear, he held his course, his vision clear. His friends stood close, through thick and thin, to see the battle won by kin. And though the odds were cold and bleak, Capon fought on for those too weak. Among his allies strong and true, one stood out in his royal crew. Henry of Skalitz, humble and brave, a steadfast friend who sought to save. In every blow and every breath, Hans faced the darkness, scoffed at death, and when the light seemed all but lost, he paid the price whate'er the cost. For kingdoms fall and empires fade, but honour's light will never jade. And in the annals of this land, his name shall live forever grand. Hans Capon, knight of noble deed, who rose in Bohemia's hour of need, shall be remembered o'er the years for triumph wrought through blood and tears. My royal subjects of Ratai, I ask but three things of you. Like, comment, and most importantly of all, subscribe to this fucking channel. Audentes Fortuna Juvat.